Hello and welcome back to Ruby's story, where we are just heading back over to the carcass over here to get a little bit of breakfast before we head out and strengthen up more of our territory over on the west side of the territory. We have some snow falling. Winter is getting... well, the snows are getting a little bit deeper. Thankfully, there's nothing here, and there's still plenty of food left on this, so that is good to see. In the last episode, we definitely had a little bit of a scare with Chandra getting extremely low in health. So we are very thankful that both of the pups are doing much better now. Still not fully recovered though, but they are getting bigger and gaining in more experience every day. It looks like Amber only has 4% more to go, whereas Chandra is still lagging a little bit because her health just keeps dropping so quickly. Looks like Ruby is already full, so we'll just let everybody else eat a little bit. And Chandra giving us a nice smile there, digging in the snow. We have Yukon up here keeping an eye out. Looks like everybody has filled up, so let's take a look at our map. And I guess we will head... I think we'll head a little bit this way. I don't think this is as important as just getting all of this stuff done, so we'll head a little bit to the east then. Probably right in there somewhere. And now that our bellies are all full, we'll be able to focus more on territory and hopefully getting more rested if we can sleep soon enough. Big herd of pronghorn here. Ruby is thinking she might have been able to snag one of them. They were a little bit slow to respond, moving off. But their bellies are way too full to be thinking about hunting right now. Let's see if we can't find our scent posts. And there it is. And then we'll just go ahead and head more to the south. Thankfully, they do have quite a few dens located, so when it does come time to pick another den, they will have a few different choices to choose from. I don't think Ruby has a certain idea of what den they'll be denning in this year. As of yet, I think she is just kind of relying on where their territory is at that time, and you know, she'll pick the safest one, the one that she feels is the safest in her territory at that time. Passing up our scent post again. Or are we still in that territory? I think we're still in that territory. Yeah. We need to keep heading to the south. We'll head a little bit to the southeast so that we can take care of this territory first, and then we'll head a little bit more to the west. Oh, well. I didn't go where I was wanting to go at all, but that's okay. We'll go see if we can't find the scent post, and then we'll head to the west. I went the opposite direction. Set everything backwards. So mule deer, bison scent. A mule deer right there. this beautiful view here with the sun shining through. Guessing this is a den over here. Is it a den that we know about? Oh! Wait a minute, this is the waterfall area. Looks completely different right now. Maybe it's because we're up higher. There we go. I think this is the first time Ruby has seen it in its frozen state. She didn't recognize it at first. Chandra's like, "Look, Mom, the water's frozen. I can sit on it." Alright, well... I mean, I'd like to get all this stuff over here too, but we are close over here, so I guess we'll just keep heading to the south and maybe just circle back up. Here we are. There we go. Nice view of the rubble field over there. So, yeah, we got all this row done pretty good. Now we'll definitely need to make it back over here soon, but it's not doing too bad. I think their bellies are still nice and full, and I think Ruby wants to take this opportunity to catch up on some sleep and let the pack rest up a little bit more. We'll also try and get some pictures here of them under this beautiful sunshine. Have some nice lighting going on. Where is Chandra? Over there. Let's go ahead and let Chandra come over and join us maybe. Do a howl, see if we can't get her closer. Amber's howl is nice and long. Aww. It's a good picture of Yukon just kind of looking over at Ruby. Lovely. And Ruby will give Chandra and Amber a minute to just kind of relax and hang out. You know, they're kind of watching the pronghorn up there. Now, I mean, the pronghorn have kind of moved away now, but you know, just enjoying the sunshine, letting the pups be pups like Ruby likes to let them do. I think they're going to make wonderful big sisters. You know, it's been kind of a tough year. They've had some very close calls, especially with Chandra. But so far, Ruby is thankful to have gotten at least 2 of her pups to this stage. Oh. Yukon about peed on Chandra's head. My goodness. Chandra, can't you dig somewhere better? She's like, where? Let's see if we can't get one more picture here. And by one more, I mean, you know, like a couple different angles here. Guess that's it. Okay. Well, let's get some sleep before we lose more of our sleep energy, and then there will be no point in trying to catch up on sleep. There we go. sleep bar is filling up more, and those look like wolves. And they are wolves. You're all finally all healed up. I'd rather not have an altercation, but there is only 3 of them. So Robbie, Arwen. We're gonna go after the pack leader here, see if we can't convince them to leave. He's just doing little nips. Good job, Yukon. Let's make sure these guys are okay over here. I'm getting a little bit gained up on. Get out of here, you guys. Good job, Yukon. Oh, good job, Amber. Good job, Amber. Arwen, I see you. Good job, Chandra. Hey, let her go. Bruised our jaw. Ruby's biting so hard, trying to defend her pups. And Arwen. You know, our story goes way back, and you're still a problem. Get out of here. Seen you, Zarabi. Seen you going after our pup. Get out of here. Thankfully, they were not outnumbered in that fight, and it was really good practice for Chandra and Amber, getting a little bit of experience on defending territory and fighting off stranger wolves, which they will have to do here and there, especially when it comes to protecting the newborn pups at the den. So, you know, as much as Ruby would rather not fight, you know, her pups do need experience with it, just in case. But she is very thankful that everything went well. They did win the altercation, and her pups are still fine, even though Chandra is back down to half health. So I think we are going to head a little bit to the southwest and just kind of strengthen up and head back up to that carcass up there. It's a little bit southwest, I said. Just make sure, because, you know, I did things backwards last time. Go ahead and catch up Bunny. Just put it down for whoever is wanting to eat it. Looks like Amber is getting that one. This territory is looking a bit weak, so let's go ahead and go up and find our scent post to strengthen it up. Ruby is definitely thinking about her next litter of puppies. I don't know if she's expecting yet or not, but I feel like she is really close to be being around that time. And I say I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure that we get a notification now when we are expecting. And we are in winter, but we're not in like late winter. You know, and our pups still have a few more pounds to go to that 80%, but they are, I don't know, we are getting pretty close to spring, I think, so I would think she is expecting. I'm just not sure. We do have a bunch of known wolves we do need to name, so maybe I'll do that real quick because I've been kind of lazy with not naming anybody for a bit, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick and I'll bring you back. Okay. We went with Brody and Brutus for these Camus males. We did Fiery for this yearling female in Coyote Creek. Everybody had a name in Cottonwood Creek, so nothing new there. And the Malin Creek Wolves, we have the pack leader with Cody, and then their subordinate Jaina, followed by their two yearlings, Fossa and Jackalope, and their pup, Juno. And then everybody was named in the Departed Wolves here, so yeah, everybody's named. Yay! Let's go ahead and get back to our pack. We need to head north, a little bit west now. So we will do that. Probably just kind of head towards that X over there, huh? Ruby taking a moment. Usually she runs by moose as quickly as possible, but this time she is taking a moment to let her pups know that, you know, they need to stay clear of moose. The only time moose are susceptible are when they have very young calves, and even then they have to be very careful. Looked like Yukon was also getting in on that lesson with his raised tail, letting them know it's a serious conversation and they need to listen. Oh, there's a den nearby. Do we know about this den? Possibly, because we do have that on there. I don't think it pops up when we've already found it, though. Don't think. Could be wrong. Ooh. Amber and Chandra getting into a little bit of an argument there. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't smell a den. I think it just got weaker as we head in this direction. Let's just take a look around for a moment, see if we can't find it. Maybe it's down here somewhere, perhaps. Still not smelling it in any of these scents. Oh, maybe it's this out here. No, it's just a rock. Okay, now we're getting stronger to it. Oh, right here. Nice tree den. I think she's found this den before. Yukon got a bunny. I don't remember if it was her or not. I'm pretty sure it was her, and I think she really likes this den. It's right next to this spring. You know, there's some mule deer out there, which promises the possibility of plentiful prey. I believe this is the den that does tend to flood a lot, but Ruby would not know that, so it's not something I can really use. You know, that would be something that she would have to figure out on her own. Catch this little bunny. Let me see if Chandra wants that one. No. All right. We do hear, I think that's Cottonwood Creek or Malin Creek, I'm not sure. Do hear them howling though. Let's go ahead and go find our scent post and get over to the to the carcass. Is there another den up here? Looks that way. Looks like it's also marked on our map, so oh, it's the same one. What a goofball. What a goofball. Okay. Looks like our scent post is this way. I keep wanting to go more north instead of going kind of out of our way in this direction, but nope, here it is. It wasn't too far away, so that's good. Perfect. Let's see. Yeah, let's keep going. I see their sleep bar is getting low. I would like to let them sleep again, but they have not really eaten today, and they do need to heal up, so they do need to try and make it to that carcass if they can before they sleep. Go, Chandra. Good job. She caught that bunny all on her own. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she just really likes to hunt for herself. She doesn't like to be given food to eat. She is kind of an more independent type wolf, so that would make sense for her. Where is our scent post here? Over here, apparently. Here we go. It's looking much better. Now let's see if we can't get up to that carcass. Looks like we are being invaded now. Must be Cottonwood Creek. My goodness, Cottonwood Creek has a lot of territory, don't they? Alright, well, we are not going to worry about going all the way back over there. Chandra and Amber having another little argument here. They're definitely starting to get on each other's nerves, aren't they? Game is glitching a little bit. Going to give it a moment. There we go. Good job, Chandra. Another bunny. Good job. Ruby is very proud of you. She's proud to see her daughters becoming good hunters, and you know, they did well in that wolf. Oh, we're expecting. There it is. We are officially expecting puppies. Yay. So, I guess it is time for you guys to get your guesses in on how many puppies you think Ruby and Yukon are going to have this year. And if you guys have new name suggestions, now would be the time to start posting them as well. Make sure we have lots to choose from, so they are ready by the time they have their puppies. How exciting. That's the first time I've gotten to see the notification, so cool. Passed right by the carcass. Oh, I thought the girls were overeating on it, but I guess not. Starting to smell it now. Looks like there might be a wolverine, maybe coyote on it. Ruby distracting the wolverine away from the carcass. Smart girl. Not much left on this, but a bit. We'll let the pups eat. Yukon can snag a bite if he wants to. Ah! Ouch! Ouch! Ruby learning that Wolverine's claws hurt a lot. Scratched her underbelly all up. See if we can't get the pups back over here. Yukon holding off the wolverine as well. Ow! Ow! Careful, Amber. Ouch! Ouch! Whew. This wolverine's really messing us up today. There we go. Goodness. Ruby didn't know wolverines could be so vicious. Ruby will give thanks for being able to come back to this meal. This elk calf has been able to feed them numerous times, and she is so thankful that, you know, it's provided them life for so many meals now. Who is still hungry? Ember's still a tiny bit hungry, but mostly Ruby. There's still a tiny bit left for, you know, maybe they'll get a little bit of breakfast off of it, or, you know, maybe that wolverine will come back and get to finish its meal. Pack is definitely very tired now. I feel like Ruby would want to start heading to the east soon. But with this carcass being here, they might go ahead and just head a little bit to the west. Maybe get these other territories strengthened up real quick, and then when they wake up, they'll come check and see if there's any food left on that. There might not be. They might need to do an actual hunt, but she definitely wants to head to the east side of their territory. She feels like they've been over here for quite a while now, and she's sure that the other part of their territory is probably growing a bit weaker and in need of being strengthened up. Let's go just a little bit further to the west. We're already out of energy, so it's not like we're saving any. I think it's such a cool feeling seeing the dogs, the the pups progress through the young hunters stage, you know, going from where they don't know anything at all, you know, they stand back, they watch, they're cautious, they're afraid to go in and take bites, get nips in on the prey, to full-blown, you know, hunters and defenders of the pack. It's really cool to see, and I think Ruby and Yukon would be so proud of both Amber and Chandra, seeing how far they've come. Alright, we did get that done. We're right on the border of this one, so we might as well just strengthen this up real quick too. We don't see our scent post, so Ruby is going to go ahead and just move it here because she really wants to let her family rest. They'll go cuddle up around these rocks. Looks like a good spot to me. And we'll see if we can't snag a few more pictures of these guys here. Oh, that's a pretty one with the stars right above. There we go. Alright. Let's sleep. A bright sunny day. Let's get another picture in the sliding here. And they'll wake up, stretch out their legs, and do a morning prayer. Praying for a day of abundance in food and safety from the other packs and predators that are around. Chandra. Let's do a roll. We haven't rolled in the snow for a while. Ruby's feeling pretty good about the day. I feel like last time she was feeling pretty good about the day. Everything kind of ended up going wrong though, so we'll see how things go. We are still being invaded to the south. Yeah, Cottonwood Creek's really trying to get in there, aren't they? Our carcass is gone. Both of them are gone, so hunting is definitely going to need to be done. Both pups are at 79 pounds, only 1 more pound to go. Chandra has 6% more to go. And Amber is at 100% experience, so she is fully experienced now. Chandra is at 90% health. And yeah, they're all a little bit hungry, so we do smell an elk herd, I do believe. Along with a stranger wolf scent. Who is this? Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably Cottonwood Creek since they're coming from this direction. We have some moose scent. Well, let's see. I don't know that Ruby wants to go confront them just because they do need to hunt and Chandra is not 100%, so I think they're going to head to the east. Excuse my phone ringing. Usually turn that off, but apparently I forgot to do that today. Okay, so I think we are going to go ahead and go east, and you know, hopefully we come across something we can hunt. You know, elk would be more ideal, but there are some mule deer up here that might be just what they need. Amber charging ahead. Oh, there's an elk herd right there. Even better. We want to push them to the east, so Ruby will again give the pups a lesson on getting around the herd and trying to push them to the east. She's really starting to use her mother's hunting tactics more and more, learning that there was a reason her mom took the time to really teach them how to herd the elk, and you know, she's learning the importance of like why it's so important to keep the herd in their own territory, because when Ruby did not do that before, you know, it almost cost her, you know, both of her pups' lives. All right. See if we can't get these guys running in the right direction. That is not the right direction. There we go. There we go. They just had to circle around. Amber's like, let's go. She was all about it, wasn't she? You're kind of heading a little bit to the north. So a good herding lesson of, you know, what happens when the herd does not run in the direction that they are needing to. We've picked up a moose along the way, my goodness. How to get out front and get the herd to turn in the direction they need to go. Somebody's falling over here. Ooh, this is a perfect one. Looky there. That was a great hunt, and they will give thanks for making that so easy for them. And they are now blessed with a full cow elk that will feed them for days. Or at least it should. Alright. We will take a big chunk of this and go eat it over here. Did you guys already get full or what? Alright guys, and that is all the time that I have for today. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you are new. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you are newly subscribed, then welcome in. I am so happy to have you here, and I hope you are enjoying the content. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Have a blessed day. And until next time. Bye-bye.